I'm always trying to figure out what is this Revelation 19 Babylon, right? It's such a powerful chapter of the Bible where there's the angels and everyone's just like fall. They're so happy to see this city just destroyed. It's like fallen is the great Babylon. And then you have this, the picture of, and the primary picture of Babylon is a city where there's lots of trade going on, which is like, isn't that good? Like, and when Babylon is just completely obliterated, then all of a sudden you have this scene of all of these captains on ships, like, and it says they're looking off and they can't believe the destruction, and they're just so upset. They're just mourning, like no one's gonna buy our goods anymore. Like this enormous shipping industry is just completely, you know, done for because in one day Babylon has been completely incinerated. And so my whole life I've been like, what in the world? What city could possibly be destroyed in such a way that you'd get this kind of a reaction? Because if you destroyed New York or Tokyo or, you know, any city that I can think of, then yeah, that would be horrific. But it wouldn't end trade. Like, so can I throw out my theory that
Yeah.
never heard from anyone else, but, and there's lots of theories about it's Jerusalem, it's Mecca, it's some, it's Rome, it's like whatever. Okay. What if it's what if it's symbolic of just the modern city? What if
Mhm.
what's happening is there's something called the urban monoculture. And what sociologists are suddenly discovering is that people that live in cities have more in common with each other, no matter where in the world they live, than
Mm.
people like 50 miles away in a suburban or urban or rural area. And so there's this growing urban monoculture, and it is fascinating. Even the political world, the urban monoculture all votes in a very similar way. You have this weird thing that's happening right now within politics
Yeah.
where people that are urban have a similar intuition about almost everything, and then you have people that are in rural areas having a completely different intuition about almost everything. And I'm just like, where does this end up going? And what exactly is happening? What is this urban monoculture? And one of the things that Sydney and I were talking about on a podcast recently is one of the things that's really weird about living in a urban area is that you live inside of an abstraction of an abstraction of an abstraction. And so it's possible for you to have ideas that never make contact with the ground of reality, right? So we
Mm.
were talking about like, you're a plumber, a carpenter, like you basically are constantly struggling with reality. Like the pipe leaks, the wood didn't fit, I got the wrong nails or whatever. And so you're always being tested or kind of being brought back into reality. People that live within an urban monoculture and work in a giant high rise in some corporation, they work for a university, they work in media, they work in the creative industries or whatever. Oftentimes they live within a story, within a story, within a story. And they're so far, they're up a tower, they're up a Babel, right? Their head is in the clouds and they haven't seen or touched grass for who knows how long. And
Yeah.
it's like, does that do something to you? Because I'm trying to understand, why does an urban monoculture exist? Like, why is it that people that exist within cities, why is there this drift towards a very similar way of looking at the world? And so anyway, it's a terrifying idea, but I started to wonder whether or not, so you have Babel in Genesis 11, and then you have the polar opposite, right? When we're trying to understand the story of the Bible, we're bringing together sort of these two places, the bookends of the Bible, right? That Genesis 1, 2, and 3 are such a mirror of Revelation 21 and 22. Well, Genesis 11 is a mirror of Revelation 19. So you have Babel, this tower, and then Babylon, which is this harlot, this city that has destroyed. It really stands in direct opposition to the kingdom of God. And so this is not like, this is a theory I'm just contemplating, trying to understand, like, is this urban monoculture possibly the thing that we're watching emerge in our day? That is more of a, more of what the Bible's, to me, it fits a little better than trying to figure out which individual city, might be Babylon in the Bible.